Hey there, I wanted to do a video to hopefully help any first-time topper wearers when they get the first topper in the mail with learning how to put it on and how to blend it with your bio hair if you're going to blend it with your bio hair. So when people first get their topper, first of all, it can be very confusing because normally, obviously, you probably have very fine, thin hair. And when you have fine, thin hair, you need to get some kind of grit in your hair for the comb or the clips to grip onto so that it's not sliding too much. You can do that with hairspray or dry shampoo. Sometimes that's enough for people. Sometimes it's enough for people just to back comb their hair. So for example, doing this in the areas where the clips and or comb are. So I do have some people comment that my hair is not as thin as theirs and maybe that's why it doesn't work. My hair has been through all different stages of thinning. So right now I do happen to have more hair than I've had in a very long time. However, where I do not have a lot of hair is my front hairline. So I'm gonna brush this down and show you that my hair is thin right there. So that's a good inch back into my part line, and you can see that my hair is thin in the front. It's just that when you see me in videos without my topper on, I pull it sort of all back so you can't see exactly how thin it is. So I do have thin hair in the front, so I definitely know what that's like. And my hair has been much thinner than it is right now. You can just scroll back through my Instagram and you can see, I'm not sure when, 2 years ago, that my hair was much thinner than it is now. So people, even with very thin hair, can still wear toppers. But you want to make sure that your hair has some grip or grit in it. And like I said before, shampoo, or not shampoo, hairspray or dry shampoo throughout the top of your hair, wherever the clips are gonna be, is usually enough, but not always. And with me, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So what I do before I put on my topper is, like I said, I go through, this is my personal way. So I'm gonna show you how I do it and then how, another way that you might could do it. I go through and I basically tease through my hair. Obviously, you want to be gentle with your hair. But just, your good old school back combing with, I don't have it in here, but like a teasing brush or just a regular brush. Or a lot of people will just go through with one of these and pick up certain areas where it's going to clip in, stuff like that. So now my hair has grip in it. If the dry shampoo, the teasing, and the back combing does not work, this, without a doubt, I've never had anybody that it didn't work for. This is called, it could be any brand, but this is the Sexy Hair Powder Play Light. And it's a volumizing powder. Very different from dry shampoo, different from a root powder. This gets your hair really sticky in there. So basically people use this when they're trying to get a lot of volume in your hair, but you can use this to put in your hair so that the clips and the comb stick in there really well. I'm not gonna put this in my hair today, but basically you would go to the area you wanna put it and just do like one little puff. So it's like this. I don't know if you saw that. It's like this powder that's extra sticky. So you would put that, 2 or 3 areas, or especially right here where the comb is and you don't want it to slide back. This seriously has never not worked for anyone. So this is my personal topper, and I have a lot of people say that they don't know how to blend the front of their bio hair. I do believe that leaving out a little bit of your bio hair in the front is the most natural look for most people. So if you can, that's great. And I did that in the beginning when I wore toppers, but I don't anymore. I got tired of worrying about my hair color matching. I got tired of making sure it blended well, and I just don't really leave hair out in the front of my topper, so you do not have to. Now this is my personal topper, so it's already been cut to suit me, and I have, you know, a little face framing right there. But I'm also going to put on a topper that has not been cut to suit me yet. But this is basically how I wear them. 95% of the time, I've gone through, teased my hair, put it on. I just take the topper, I take this right there at the front, and then clip it in. Now, if you've never worn a topper before, obviously you're gonna look a little bit different when you put it on. It is something that you'll have to get used to. It's something that you'll have to manipulate. It's something that you'll have to play with to get it how you like it. So that's all I do. And you see it's all the way to the front. I don't have bio hair sticking out. And that's how I like it, because I don't want to have to worry about anything. So another way that I do it occasionally, and this is a good way for most people, is, so I've prepped my hair like we talked about, and then I just pull a few down like that. Probably not even that much. And it's a really pretty look. And then, so I still bring it up to the front hairline basically. And then just sort of brush back your bio hair into the topper. Pull these out. I didn't pull those out very well. Like that. So you just have a few. You can even take a comb and go up in there even further and pull those out. So you can see a few of a few hairs of your bio hair. So basically like that. So that's how I do it. A lot of people though wear the topper. I would say don't wear it, but only like a 1/2 inch back. Now some people go an inch back and it looks great. But the key with wearing a silk topper back behind your hairline, if you have very thin hair right here in the front, is that you are going to have to, 9 times out of 10, put some kind of root powder. So I would need to darken this whole area. Hold on just a second. This really probably is, well, yeah, ooh, that is dark. That's real dark. Oh my goodness. This works really well for people who actually do it on a regular basis. I don't. So you go through, you do it better than I'm doing it. And darken this area. And a lot of people use like that, it's called the L'Oreal Root Powder Spray, so that you can make it look a little bit thicker. Now again, this is not gonna look great for me because this is not how I wear my toppers. And actually it's not, if I put on my personal topper, it's not gonna match really well. But you get the idea. So what people do is put all that root powder there, do some back combing. You need to get it in that area too. Then you're gonna pull your hair down. Now again, my topper doesn't match well to do it like this, but you would set it like that. And then blend it all back in. You may need to add some more root powder. So you see mine doesn't match really well to wear it back like that, but you can look how natural that looks. And you would probably need to put some hairspray right there to keep that like that. Now, a lot of people who wear them like this, I think it definitely can look much more natural than the way I wear it, because you get to see some of your hair, and that's what makes you feel better in a way. And that's what makes it feel more like you. But mine is already cut with these long bangs, so I do think it looks good right here, but not through the rest of it. But you get the idea. So they wear it like that. And you just have, I mean, it's not even half an inch. And again, I have grays, so that also messes up this look. But if it's a close match to your hair, then it's not a problem. But you see, the first way is how I wear it all the way up to the front. This way you can wear it back behind, but you do not. I have a lot of people get toppers and they think that they need to put them 1 inch back like this and then worry about blending, but you don't. A lot of people who wear their toppers like that, it's because they're wearing a mono topper. And mono toppers are thinner than a silk topper, but they don't have the fake scalp look. So while it might be flatter looking straight on the top, it's got like that mesh, that grid look that doesn't look as natural as a silk topper. So I hope this, well, let me try on this other one. This is one not cut for me. This is one that just sold. It's got a little bit of face framing, but not too short. I don't like to do them too short when I sell them because that sort of cuts out certain people that can buy it, if that makes any sense. So it's always best, almost everyone who is really, really happy with their topper has gotten it cut to suit them. To me, that is completely key. You just have to remember it's going to take time. You have to get used to the way you look in the topper. And that can take a while for a lot of people. It did for me. So here's one. And again, the way that I would wear it, but whatever you're more comfortable with. So let's do this. I'm gonna leave out just the slightest bit right there. But I'm still, you see how close I'm going? Right up there. I'm blending that all back in. The hair is kind of flying around. I have a fan on in this room because it's super hot in here. And again, this is not cut to suit my hair, but this is like if I were getting a brand new one, I would wear it all the way like that and just pull out minimal hairs. Or you can go back just a little bit. Again, I say only go back, not even half an inch. And also, if you are going to wear it back behind your hairline, I would need to put for me, I would need to put a lot more root powder to cover the scalp that's showing. So back like that. Then blend that in, and you'll probably need to use some hairspray. I didn't do that well. And then get you some root powder or root spray and spray all right in there to cover the scalp area. So you can wear them multiple ways. There's not right or wrong. And more than likely, it is going to take time with you practicing what works for you. And you got to remember, it is very different. So with our hair, every little thing can make us look very different from what we're used to. So even if we have hair loss, and we want more hair, we want a topper to cover it, we still are used to what we see in the mirror. Even if the topper makes you look better, it's not something you're used to, so you feel uncomfortable and you don't feel like yourself. That will change. As you get used to the topper, that will completely change. My first topper, my second topper, they both took me weeks before I would wear them out in public. Then I started wearing them out in public, and then I still had to work with it to get it exactly how I wanted it to be me. And even now, when I get a new topper, it takes me a while to get used to it. And then after a while, all of a sudden one day, you're like, I really like this. This looks like me. And when you go out without it, you're not happy. So it takes time. Just work with it and know that every single person that starts wearing toppers is going through the exact same thing, and they struggle in the beginning to get it how they want it as well. But like if you follow all these hair accounts on Instagram and so forth, everybody that you see with the beautiful hair toppers on and you think theirs looks so good, why doesn't mine? It's because they've taken the time to get used to it and make the piece their own. So that's what you've got to work with, and you will not regret it once it gets how you want it to be. I hope this helps.